Hello and welcome back to WWE 2K20 Universe Mode, and we are here on Monday Night Raw, and kicking things off is the man who faced off against Sheamus at the Royal Rumble, Christian, out here to cut a promo about the future of his career here in the WWE and in Universe Mode. But later on tonight we will also be seeing the beginnings of the qualifying matches for the Raw Women's Championship #1 contender for Wrestlemania. After Ronda Rousey went over to SmackDown, putting her sights firmly on the SmackDown Women's Championship, we will be determining who will be facing the Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania inside of the Elimination Chamber, and qualifiers will start for that later tonight. Before Christian can get a single word out, here comes the WWE Champion, Sheamus. This man has been on a tear as of recently, and of course defeated Christian in the Chance of Greatness match at the Royal Rumble. This is an open challenge where anybody, as long as that person was not Drew McIntyre, could sign the contract and face off against the WWE Champion Sheamus. Because Christian coming out here tonight to have some words about the future of his career, but Sheamus clearly has no interest in hearing those words, coming out here interrupting Christian before he can get a single word out here tonight. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below as to who you think is going to be the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship come WrestleMania. But Sheamus, the WWE Champion, out here right now, what has he got to say to Christian after what happened at the Royal Rumble? Gotta wonder what Christian came out here to say, but Sheamus throwing down his championship, picking it back up, and Christian getting in the ring, but caught straight away by the WWE Champion, hitting Christian straight in the face with his championship belt. And Sheamus has no words here to say. He is looking to get rid of Christian. Christian apparently doesn't deserve the time on Sheamus's programming. Sheamus just taking out Christian, brutally attacking him. We don't even know what Christian was going to say here tonight. Christian could have well been planning to retire as far as we know. That could have been his one and only shot. That could have been all he wanted, but Sheamus, he doesn't care. Putting Christian through the barricade, a bro kick. Putting him through the barricade now. Brutal attack here from Sheamus on Christian. Completely unprovoked as well, no reason for this attack in the slightest, but Sheamus just destroying Christian, title shot, bro kick, putting him through the barricade with a huge spear. And Sheamus is not done yet. It looks like Sheamus celebrating right now, celebrating the damage that he has done to Christian. And wait a second, it doesn't look like he's done yet. Sheamus getting in position and calling Christian up. Christian using the last of his strength to get back to his feet to eat another bro kick. And Sheamus destroying Christian here in the opening of Monday Night Raw. But my goodness, it's Edge. Edge making his debut out here to go and defend his best friend Christian. You see Sheamus, he's got himself into the ring right now. You can see Edge. This is not what Sheamus expected in the slightest. Edge was here tonight to support Christian for this promo, but instead Edge coming out here to go and defend Christian and spear to the WWE Champion Sheamus. Edge taking down Sheamus, spearing the champion, and Sheamus out. Sheamus is out in the middle of the ring, and Edge now calling Sheamus up one more time, and another spear to the champion. My goodness, Edge sending a message to the WWE Champion, defending his best friend Christian. And I can confirm to you right now, at Elimination Chamber, it will be the WWE Champion Sheamus taking on Edge for that WWE Championship. My goodness, what a return for Edge, taking down the WWE Champion. But wait a second, backstage, AJ Styles being attacked brutally by AOP. We saw this last week as well, attacked by Kevin Owens and AOP, but Sami Zayn coming to the aid of AJ Styles backstage before AOP have a match against these two men right here, Shane Thorne and Tony Nese. because these guys got a huge victory over the AOP in the Tag Team Eliminator Tournament. It was a big old upset in the Eliminator Tournament. Shane Thorne and Tony Nese managed to defeat AOP, and they look to do that again here tonight to prove that they deserve a chance at those Raw Tag Team Championships currently held by the Authors of Pain. But we know what the Authors of Pain just did backstage, attacking AJ Styles for Kevin Owens. And of course Sami Zayn coming to the aid of AJ Styles to protect him from this attack. Because it's what we saw last week as well. Sami Zayn couldn't get him to interfere in the match with Kevin Owens and AJ Styles in our main event of last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. It was AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens looking to end that feud. But with the returning Sami Zayn, AOP were backstage standing by the entrance to the arena, making sure Sami Zayn could not get in the building. So instead, Sami went to the production truck, got them to play his music and his Titantron, distracting Kevin Owens, allowing AJ Styles to get the win. But Sami Zayn was not close enough to the arena to be able to help AJ Styles when he got attacked by AOP and Kevin Owens. But this week, Sami Zayn managing to get there in time to save AJ Styles from the attack by the Raw Tag Team Champions AOP. AOP at the moment taking it to Tony Nese. Big knees to the corner. Good double team work from the Authors of Pain, really working down Tony Nese. But Tony Nese would not give up. Tony Nese fighting back, big chops into the corner. But a big reversal by Akam, and now lifting up Tony Nese and dropping him snake eyes onto the top turnbuckle. Not where you want to be in the slightest. Now in for another quick tag into his partner Razor. And again, these knees to the midsection of Tony Nese, looking to damage the ribs of Nese. And to try and stop him from being able to catch his breath as well. Very important. The AOP trying to do as much damage as possible. Tony did manage to get the tag into Shane Thorne, but Shane being thrown around the floor, eventually being put into the corner and being caught. This big, huge assisted lariat from the Authors of Pain, and we knew that was probably gonna be it as they try and get rid of Tony Nese from the apron, but Shane Thorne's still out, middle of the ring. Can he kick out? 1, 2. And the AOP, the Raw Tag Team Champions, managed to get their win back over Shane Thorne and Tony Nese. They managed to get that victory back here tonight, the Authors of Pain. You've got to wonder, AJ Styles and Sami Zayn on the horizon, potentially looking for revenge against the AOP and Kevin Owens after what has been happening. We move on now to our first of our Elimination Chamber qualifying matches for the potential #1 contender for the Raw Women's Champion at Wrestlemania. Whoever makes their way through the chamber will get that opportunity to face the champion in one of the main events of Wrestlemania. And we're starting off here with one half of the former Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair, who's picking up some good wins, getting some good momentum, but she has not had an opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship before. This could be her way to get to that position, be able to get her to the top of the women's division here on Monday Night Raw and get to main event WrestleMania. But tonight, she is going up against Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega, of course, made her debut last week on Monday Night Raw, unfortunately coming up short against Alexa Bliss, but is coming back here tonight, looking to be able to defeat Bianca Belair to make her way in to that Raw Women's Elimination Chamber. Got to think Shayna Baszler will be very happy with the way this is all looking. She essentially got herself a night off at the moment being, not having to defend her championship and not having to be inside that Elimination Chamber. Very much what Shayna Baszler would be happy to see, looking to get that easy ride through to WrestleMania. I'm sure she would love that. Bianca Belair, big suplex there onto Zelina Vega, the much smaller opponent. Bianca, of course, had a lot of strength in her game in the first place, but it'd be a lot easier for her to hit all that strength moves with Zelina Vega being such a smaller competitor. Zelina, stunner there, dropping Bianca's head onto the shoulder of Zelina Vega, and now Vega kick to the back of Bianca Belair, looking to work down and now punching to the side of the face, slamming her face first into the man. Zelina Vega taking advantage right now. trying to work down Bianca Belair as much as possible to be able to finish this match as quickly as she can. Looking for her first victory here in Universe mode. But Bianca catching Zelina Vega, and down she goes. Big punches to the face of Zelina Vega. We will be seeing in our next match here tonight, we will be seeing the other half of the former Women's Tag Team Champions. Ember Moon will be having her opportunity to try and get into the Elimination Chamber as well, going up against Carmella. But in our main event of the evening, it is a grudge match. A huge grudge match as Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate go one-on-one after Pete Dunne turned his back on Moustache Mountain on British Strong Style. He destroyed Trent Seven. Trent Seven not being seen since, needing to have medical attention given to him after the match with Pete Dunne. And Tyler Bate tonight is looking to get his revenge against Pete Dunne after what Pete did to Trent Seven and turning his back on British Strong Style. But Bianca now looking for this strength here. Look at this. Lifting her up from the floor all the way above her head and just being able to hold her up there for what feels like forever. Very nice indeed from Bianca Belair, and now catching Zelina, taking her down to the mat and throwing her over that top rope. Of course, this is a regular contest, countouts, DQs, all of this stuff. Not exactly the way you'd want it to go. You want to be able to pin your opponent or submit them in the middle of the ring. But Elimination Chamber be a very different world. And the roll-up from Zelina Vega into another roll-up from Bianca, but Zelina managing to kick out. This has been a game of roll-ups in this match. There has been quite a lot of them so far between these two competitors, looking for a cheeky victory, a cheeky roll-up to be able to end this match nice and quickly. But the big clothesline there from Zelina Vega, catching Bianca off guard, forcing her to roll out of the ring, getting back in straight away but being caught by a big suplex from Zelina Vega, managing to take down Bianca Belair right now. Zelina getting Bianca up to her feet, and wait a second, being held up there by Bianca, but no, pulling it back down, using Zelina's own weight to pull down Bianca Belair into that DDT. Very nice indeed from Zelina Vega, and this would be a huge victory if she could get it, to be able to put away a former Women's Tag Team Champion. Of course, there have only been two Women's Tag Team Champions here in Universe Mode. It's only ever been Dakota Kai and Nia Jax, or Bianca Belair and Ember Moon, the only two teams to have held those championships so far. Gotta wonder who Dakota and Nia will be defending those championships against coming up soon. Bianca going for the pinfall now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there for Bianca, very close to being able to get the victory over Zelina Vega there. And Bianca Belair looking to get into this match, looking to get up to the next gear and put away Zelina Vega once and for all. That is what she wants to do right now, and look at this, just showing off, slamming Vega into the mat, but showing off her strength as she just able to hold Zelina Vega up there and do squats at the same time. Very impressive from Bianca Belair. Zelina Vega though, another roll-up attempt, another roll-up, 2. And again, Bianca managing to roll back, but clearly in the ropes, but the ref not seeing it. But Zelina still being able to kick out anyway, managing to avoid the roll-up by Bianca Belair there. And now quick reversal between these two women. Zelina Vega not giving up, and neither is Bianca Belair. But look at this, Bianca catching the leg. One hand chokeslam, taking down Zelina Vega. And straight away, not giving Zelina a moment of rest, getting her back up to her knees. And now hitting her over the back. And Bianca up to that top rope, looking to go high risk right now. Looking to take down Zelina with a big move. But you can see how tired Bianca is right now. She is not at the top of her game right now. It's been a long match so far, and it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon between these two women. Both of them holding on, both of them knowing how important this is to get themselves into that Elimination Chamber, to have a chance to main event WrestleMania. And Zelina catching the leg of Bianca Belair. I'm not sure what she was looking for there, but it probably looked like it was going to be something big. But a good reversal there from Zelina. These two women just going back and forth right now. Reversal after reversal after reversal. And again, that elevated DDT from Zelina Vega. But Bianca's hand right next to the rope, managing to get a rope break. And Zelina not happy at all with the way that is going. And Zelina calling Bianca Belair up to her feet, looking to put her away right now, but Zelina catching the leg, and once again another one-handed chokeslam taking down Zelina Vega. And Bianca right on top, got her on the shoulders, and you know what this means, the KOD, the kiss of death. And that has got to be it for Bianca Belair, but instead Bianca pulling her up to her feet. And Zelina, roll up, but the ropes. Too close to the ropes for Zelina Vega, and going for another roll up. She is desperately trying to win this too. No! So close for Zelina Vega, but not to be seen here tonight at the moment being at least. Big drop kick there from Bianca, but you gotta wonder, why didn't Bianca go for that pinfall after the KOD? Surely that was the opportunity for her. And instead not going for the pinfall, and a big spear there from Bianca Belair, just like the spear we saw earlier tonight from Edge to Sheamus, setting up that WWE Championship match at the Elimination Chamber. And a big moonsault there from Bianca Belair on to Zelina Vega. Vega in a bad position. Belair just needs to hit one more move, you gotta think, to be able to put this one away. But Belair not wanting to go for that KOD, but instead Zelina Vega getting the elbow to the head, managing to catch Bianca off guard, going for that roll up once again. 1, 2, no! Bianca still won't be put away. She will not be rolled up. She will not. She refuses to go down right now. And wait a second, here we go. For the second time, the KOD, the kiss of death. And this time is Bianca going to go for that pin? No, again, not going for that pin, going up to the top rope. What is going through the mind of Bianca Belair right now? This is not what we expect. And a big 450 splash there. And again, this time finally going for the pin, but perhaps waiting a bit too long maybe. But the damage had already been done, the 2 KODs into that 450 splash. And that was enough for Bianca Belair to pick up the victory and move forwards to Elimination Chamber. She is the first confirmed entrant into that Elimination Chamber match. And what a win here tonight for Bianca Belair. Can she take this momentum and go through the Elimination Chamber and main event Wrestlemania for that Raw Women's Championship? Well, we've seen that she can win a championship before, winning those Women's Tag Team Championships, but she has never had a one-on-one Raw Women's Championship match. Could this be the opportunity she has been waiting for? Could this be the chance for Bianca Belair? Well, we're going to have to wait and see if she can get through the 5 other women inside that demonic structure known as the Elimination Chamber. But what a win here tonight for Bianca. Now the question is, will she have to face her tag team partner inside of that Elimination Chamber? We will find that out right now as we move on to our next match here tonight, as Carmella goes one-on-one with Ember Moon to decide the next spot in the #1 contenders Elimination Chamber match for the Raw Women's Championship. Of course, we just have a little bit of a rivalry between these two before, between Ember Moon, Bianca Belair, and Carmella and her tag team partner Naomi. They did have a bit of a back and forth, which did end with Carmella and Naomi kind of getting the upper hand, being able to pin the former women's tag team champions. So Carmella tonight looking to repeat that big upset that they got and looking to beat the former women's tag team champion in the middle of the ring with no support here tonight. Who is going to be able to pick up that big win? Lots of back and forward action between these two women. Very high pace at the beginning of this match, and Carmella taking advantage of Ember Moon right now, catching it in position for the big DDT, just driving Ember Moon's head into the mat, but Ember managing to fight back, throwing Carmella over her head, and Carmella having to use the ropes to get back to her feet as Ember Moon stares down at Carmella, looking to join Bianca Belair inside of the Elimination Chamber. And look at this from Ember Moon using the ropes, but Carmella, I thought Carmella managed to get a reversal, but Ember Moon, Hurricane Rana taking down Carmella in the middle of the ring, and Ember going up top. And that is a very dangerous place for Carmella to see Ember Moon. Ember calling for that Eclipse to put away Carmella, and she hits the Eclipse, and that has got to be it. Ember Moon going to be moving forward to that Elimination Chamber. As well, you got to think 1, 2. No! Carmella managing to kick out of the Eclipse. A huge kick out there for Carmella. Unbelievable. And then she caught Ember Moon into that code of silence, looking to force Ember Moon to tap out in the middle of the ring. Is Carmella going to be moving forward to the Elimination Chamber, or can Ember Moon fight back and survive the code of silence from Carmella? Ember Moon giving everything she can to try and get out of this right now, trying desperately, and she manages to roll over Carmella, breaking up the hold, managing to survive, but she was in that hold for such a long amount of time. Was it too much? The backstabber to Carmella, and Ember Moon needs to get up to that top rope, needs to hit another Eclipse, but the super kick by Carmella caught her straight in the face. 1, 2, 3, and what an upset here tonight. Carmella picking up the victory over Ember Moon, moving forward to the Elimination Chamber, joining Bianca Belair inside of that demonic structure. But what a victory here tonight, taking down Ember Moon, surviving an Eclipse directly to the face, but then managing to get that code of silence in, and then that big super kick. But now it is time for our main event grudge match between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. And as I explained earlier, Pete Dunne dastardly turned his back on British strong style, destroying Trent Seven, and now Tyler Bate is coming back, coming for revenge against Pete Dunne for what he did to Trent Seven. Trent Seven not being seen since. He's had to have medical attention. We haven't got an update on how he's feeling right now, unfortunately. But Pete Dunne here tonight, looking to take down Tyler Bate, looking to take down the other member of British Strong Style. But Tyler Bate, he is not going to go down without a fight. He is not in the slightest. We've seen what this man can do. Sure, he may not have the best win-loss record here in Universe Mode, but his matches, he holds on forever. He gives it everything he's got. He will not give up. He refuses to give up. It's going to take something big from Pete Dunne to be able to put away Tyler Bate here tonight. I'm sure Tyler Bate would love to put away Pete Dunne, love to prove that Pete Dunne shouldn't have turned his back on British Strong Style. That actually, him turning his back has been worse for him. Because if he loses to Tyler Bate here tonight, that is a big step backwards for Pete Dunne. Because Pete Dunne ended up winning that fatal 4-way match to get the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble. Was the second to last man to be eliminated, only by Finn Balor, who of course won the Royal Rumble match. And now Pete Dunne looking to continue his winning ways over Tyler Bate, and Tyler looking to prove that Pete just isn't all that without British Strong Style, and looking to prove that Tyler Bate is the better British man here in Universe Mode, going for the early pinfall over Dunne after the big boot from the ropes. But Dunne managing to kick out nice and easily very early in the match for a pinfall. And a big suplex there, landing directly on the upper back and neck area of Tyler Bate. And Pete Dunne right away going for those joints, that joint manipulation, working down the body parts of Tyler Bate. This is what Pete Dunne is known for. He likes to work down these joints, work down the individual areas of the body. Oh my goodness, dropping the knees on the back after all that punishment, managing to go through the entire upper body worth of body parts, I guess. And now that submission, that chokehold in. Look at that elevation from Pete Dunne, but Tyler Bate managing to power out. And oh my goodness, the strength of Bate, slamming Dunne down into the mat. Tyler Bate, a very deceptively strong man. Very deceptively strong. You wouldn't think it by looking at him, but he is very strong indeed. You can compare him to Cesaro over on SmackDown. Both men who have very deceptive strength. But Pete Dunne not allowing Tyler Bate to get anything off in this match. As soon as Bate tries to fight back, Pete Dunne catching him in another bad position, managing to work down another joint, another part of the body of Pete Dunne. And now wait a second, Dunne, come on, oh my goodness, pile driver. Just a brutal pile driver to Tyler Bate. That was not something you particularly see very often here in the WWE. It's not something you see at all, to be honest with you. A huge pile driver, and now Dunne throwing Bate up in the air. 1, 2, but Bate refusing to give up, refusing to stay down, even after that huge pile driver dropped directly on his head by Pete Dunne. Tyler trying to go for that Tyler driver 97, but Pete Dunne catching Bate with the enziguri directly to the side of the head, knocking him down. And now Tyler Bate trying to fight back. Super kick! Huge super kick. Of course, we saw the super kick win the last match for Carmella, but Pete Dunne wisely rolling out of the ring, trying to get away from Tyler Bate after that big super kick. Caught Pete Dunne silly for a second. And now again, the strength of Bate lifting Pete Dunne over the ropes into the middle of the ring. Just holding him up there. Such strength from Bate. And that running knee flipping over, hitting Pete Dunne directly in the face once again. And catching Dunne. Dragon suplex. And now this could be the opportunity that Tyler Bate has been looking for here. This could be the chance, but Pete Dunne grabbing the leg, preventing the Tyler driver 97, grabbing the leg, lariating Pete Dunne. I apologise, Tyler Bate down, and now Pete Dunne working on the arm of Tyler Bate and the fingers, looking to pull apart those joints, but Tyler Bate managing to roll out, managing to prevent the move from Pete Dunne and catching him into the Tyler driver 97. 1, 2, no! So close for Tyler Bate, so close. Almost putting away Pete Dunne right there. And wait a second, Tyler Bate now turning Pete Dunne around, playing Pete Dunne's games against him, starting to submit Pete Dunne in the middle of the ring, but Pete Dunne refusing, pulling at the leg of Tyler Bate, pulling him down to the mat. And oh no, straight away being caught into that bitter end. And that's gotta be it. That's not a good place to be. But Pete Dunne not going for that pinfall right now, frustrated, angry at Tyler Bate, not going for that pinfall. He wants to do more damage to Tyler Bate. And look at this, the submission on the leg, the single leg crab here, trying to put away Tyler Bate, releasing the hold as Tyler Bate almost gets to the ropes. Pete Dunne wants to control this. He doesn't want Tyler Bate to have any kind of control. And now look at this, kicking to the ribs and a big punch to the side of the face. Tyler Bate not being able to respond in the slightest. He is already out. He is done in this after that bitter end. But Pete Dunne now looking to break Tyler Bate, looking to rip him apart with these submissions and these joint manipulations. And again, releasing the hold. Tyler Bate trying to get back to his feet, catching the arm, knee to the midsection. And Tyler Bate, monkey flip to Pete Dunne. And again, calling for it for the second time. Pete Dunne kicked out the first time, but can Tyler Bate hit it again? The Tyler driver 97, but no, Pete Dunne catching the leg. Lariat taking down Tyler Bate, bringing Bate back up to his feet. And once again, Pete Dunne now back in control, dropping Tyler Bate right on the back. And again, back straight away to that joint manipulation, working down the upper body of Tyler Bate, continuing to damage Tyler Bate, pulling apart those ligaments in Tyler Bate's arms. It is not a good place to be for Bate, and Pete Dunne already had this match won. He already had it won. He has just been attacking Tyler Bate mercilessly now. And just look at him. Look at that conniving man, Pete Dunne. Just standing over Tyler Bate and throwing Bate to the outside, throwing him out of the ring. This is Pete Dunne's ring. This is Pete Dunne's world. And Pete staring down at the referee, very frustrated right now, very angry with what's been going on. He can't believe that Tyler Bate is even still in this match. And Pete Dunne looking to punish Bate here tonight. At least that's what it feels like. And Pete Dunne taking down the referee from behind just as Tyler Bate gets in the ring. What is Pete Dunne thinking here? But Bate managing to catch Dunne up for a big suplex. But Pete Dunne managing to get out of it, managing to land on his feet, turning around Tyler Bate. And wait a second, what is he thinking here? Wait a second. Brass knucks! Brass knucks! Pete Dunne getting the brass knuckles out of his tights and punching Tyler Bate straight in the face with those brass knuckles. Tyler Bate is out. Tyler Bate is completely out of it right now. There is no chance left for Tyler Bate. The brass knucks to the side of the face, and now Pete Dunne locking in that second bitter end to Tyler Bate, and that is it. Tyler Bate is gonna need assistance after this one. Just look at him, lifeless in the middle of the ring right now, and Pete Dunne is not done. He is not done in the slightest. Another Another bitter end to Tyler Bate. That is the third time he has hit it now. The brass knucks, the joint manipulation, the submission work from Pete Dunne. He is looking to end Tyler Bate's career right now, and a third bitter end to Tyler Bate, and this time thankfully he goes for the pin. 1, 2. My goodness, we need some help. We need some medical attention right now. The doctors need to come out and look at Tyler Bate after that. Pete Dunne just destroying his former friend, ripping him apart. The brass knuckles to the side of the face. He could have won that much after the first bitter end, but instead ended up hitting 4 bitter ends. The brass knuckles, the submission work. Pete Dunne, just despicable man. And the referee thankfully checking on Tyler Bate, getting the doctors down here just as they should. They need to get him out of here, need to get him into an ambulance and get him checked on. That is disgusting behaviour from Pete Dunne, destroying Tyler Bate, destroying Trent Seven, and both of Moustache Mountain now completely out. We don't know when they're going to be back. We don't know the damage that Pete Dunne has done to those men, but my goodness, this is a scary competitor. But wait a second, what is Pete Dunne doing here? Pete Dunne, no! Attacking Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate is already on a medical bed. He needs to be taken out of here. At Pete Dunne attacking Tyler Bate, not giving up on attacking Bate. This is disgusting behaviour. My goodness. Well, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.